Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Nemesis Gaming League, where the grind continues. And we are back with a great season here. I'm joined by Chunk. Chunk, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing great tonight. A lot of action in the in the start, so
Mm-hmm.
at the start of this season, and I really just don't know how either of the games could go. The first series had a game five. Don't know how if this will go the distance, but I think it is just as likely flip.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like there's just something in the air. I can smell it a little bit. I don't know. Maybe because I just went to Game Five. I can tell you, but I think this one's going to Game Five here. And we have Knights versus Whiteouts here in the rival league. And I can tell you a little bit about these two teams just real quick. We have the Knights who have Foam and Marco. Marco last season was a dog on my team and got us to the playoffs. He performed really well in the playoffs. It's very well documented that I have not. But Marco, really good player, highest Sal in all of Rivals. So expecting big things from him. And Foam, obviously, great Knights player. And on Whiteout side here, Chunk, we have the perennial powerhouse in Mayo, but usually he's on the Dragons. Today we're seeing him in a Whiteout uniform, and I just don't know if I'm ready for that, to be honest. It's a little different. I don't know if I can understand that. Like, well, Mayo's always on the Dragons. I think he still has Dragon AGM in his title, but man, he's on the Whiteout
Yeah,
today, and they're looking for a W here to start off the season.
yeah, 100%. I am. When Mayo got drafted, everyone wasn't sure which Mayo it was, but it is
I
the
picked.
Mayo, the moderator Mayo. So Mayo is make he was a former Titan player, so I expect him to make a difference here tonight.
Yeah, Mayo always gonna be a difference maker no matter what. And Whiteout getting started early with some offense here. Foam trying to clear that one out to Collobir, who is also a playoff player in his own right, a very low style player, but just always able to outperform the others and get a starting spot. And we're gonna have to see why here. Mayo with one clear, that one gonna go long down to NK. NK gonna get hit away by Marco. Evan up in the air. Evan, no touch there. Marco now looking for maybe a pass, but Evan gets the bump from behind. Is now a couple 50s in the corner. End up with Collobir looking for a pass. Foam was looking for a shot. Miscommunication there in week one, Chunk. I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot of that. But we're also going to see a lot of great plays. Mayo hits that one off the crossbar, but Evan's going to put it away. Mayo is back, baby.
Yeah, what a pop by Mayo! What looked like is that a purple shot? It looked like it, but that's just what you expect from Mayo coming from the Titan League, and Evan just really able to clean it up there. And like you were talking about with a little bit of nerves here coming into the first game, definitely being on stream also impacts it. So they got double nerves for this series.
Yeah, man, I can just remember Marco's first stream game with me. He passed it to the other team to lose it, so I can only expect even greater things here today. As now Mayo on defense able to get a clear past one, a little wave dash, trying to get the 50 on Foam. Foam playing it slow, and now a good clear there. But Evan still trying to keep this ball in pressure, but now Marco able to get a long clear, call over downfield. NK not a lot of boost, but he does pick up 100. Able to get one touch. Mayo looking for the bump. Foam with a pop up high. That one's off the backboard. It's going to be Evan once again, getting the speed, getting the beat there. Evan, a very quick player, usually a twos player to my knowledge, but able to, show up in threes when it counts. But a huge double bump there from Collobir could open up the net here, but Evan just able to recover. Marco trying to continue the pressure. One touch towards the corner. Evan going to leave that one for NK. Marco going to try to pass that one down. Collobir off the side or off the corner once again. This ball staying in this area, but just not that much pressure here until Marco finally gets a play going. That ball sent to the other side. Collobir not looking for the pass. Looks for off the back wall. NK, Evan going to combine for that clear, and Foam trying to chase back, but it's going to be Mayo with the shot. Marco with the save, and there's only 3 minutes left. This Knights team, they're trying to get something going here. Collobir trying to make something happen, but so far this Whiteout defense has been pretty stout. They've been keeping the ball in the corner here, chunking. 9 times out of 10, it's a pretty safe place to keep the ball.
Yeah. They've also been playing with low boost very well. They haven't had a whole lot of boost to work with, and they've been able to clear it out and keep it away, but that is not a winning recipe. With this much extended pressure, I'm sure they would like to get another goal just to add a little bit of security for them in this match.
Yeah, now can the Whiteout actually answered back. This is a weird touch there from Foam, but Marco's going to have a long clear. And, oh, Evan, that's over his head. Mayo's a little awkward. Foam with the 50. But Mayo still able to get a good control. It's now Nk. The one control touch. Collobir over to Foam. Foam down the field. Collobir with 0 boost, so he couldn't go, but Marco's going to be there trying to pass it back around. Foam not going to be able to get there. It was just in front of the goal, just enough, but Foam did not have the boost. Collobir, though, continuing the pressure. That one could be doubleable. Collobir goes for the demo instead. Mayo with the pop-up high. Foam, not a lot of boost to work with, and Marco got demoed, so the pressure from Knights is starting to mount, but these little plays from Whiteout are saving them. Nk far enough back to save that long shot, but Foam up in the air. Mayo to 0 boost. Mayo with the fake. Marco with the shot with the goal, and Marco shows up big. Foam got faked out, but Marco was there to clean it up.
Yeah. So didn't have a whole lot and got faked. Didn't have enough boost, one of the two, but it really made an impact there. And Marco just really able to find his first goal on all 4 of his shots. Able to find something, maybe start a little flurry of shots here for the Knights.
Yeah, but can it continue? Whiteout, that it seemed like they got a little bit overstretched, and a long clear is what caused that. But now it's Whiteout on the offense, and Foam pre-flipping back, making a good save. Mayo with the pass across to Evan. Evan back towards the midfield. Mayo gonna pop that one up high. Foam with 0 boost, so Marco says, "Don't worry, King, I got you." And Marco now with 0 boost, and Foam says, "Don't worry, King, I got you." And now that play from Knights almost resulted in a goal, but a good save there from Evan. Collobir now with over to Foam. Foam with the fake. Another fake down to Marco. I don't know if it's in the script. I don't know if they're playing in that one, but that's in the playbook apparently. Is now Collobir with a bad 50 as Nk was winning that one out, but Foam taking his time. Doesn't get the hit off the wall. Mayo a little awkward. Foam trying to chase back. Marco and Foam a little on top of each other, and that shot is just going to go in. Collobir, I think, crept a little too close. Mayo strikes, and Whiteout go up 2-1.
Yeah, a little small ball, a little bump. Foam had no boost. Marco on that bump, and Collobir just a little bit out of position there as third man. But I do believe that they have had the pressure, and they do have all the opportunity to come back in this game. But Mayo's just been showing great surges of what he's done in Titan League in these games, and we could be seeing a Mayo MVP season here if he keeps playing like this all season long.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one for sure. But week 1 already, Mayo. Man, it's just so good to have him back. Glad to see him playing once again. Mayo with a good touch there. Only 5 seconds remaining here for the Knights. Can Foam make something happen here? Marco and Foam, both with 100 boost. Foam's touch not great. Nk with a huge jump. Collobir got to keep it alive. Marco jumped as well. Marco, you're not going to get to that one. Evan going to try to kill it. It's going to hit the ground, and Whiteout are going to win game 1 here. I did not expect this. I'm not going to lie. If I had to give a prediction before the game, I would have said Knights 3-1. And, maybe that could still happen, but the Whiteout boys just look really solid right now, Chunk. The defense was really good, even though I felt like the Knights had a lot of pressure. They don't have the shots to show for it because they were just keeping the ball in the corner. And then Whiteout, they took advantage of their chances. And Chunk, I'm just surprised to see Mayo playing so well. It feels like, I haven't seen him on the pitch in so long, but man, he played great that first game.
Yeah, I don't know what he had, but he definitely is still looking like a former at Mayo, and Nukey as well has really just been playing well around him. I know he was a prospect MVP, and he's just really progressed all the way up here to rival, and he had 3 saves last game. He's been playing that third man great for Whiteout here, and I'd like to see how he can get involved on offense if he will, but that was a winning recipe for them last game.
Yeah, not too many cooks in the kitchen. Don't change it up if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Whatever they say. As Mayo now, he's trying to be the cook in the kitchen. Mayo, oh, don't do it to him, buddy. That one can hit off the crossbar in the post. Nk now trying to make a play happen here, going for the pinch mid. It's an own goal from Foam. A Foam classic here in game 2.
Yeah, I was talking about NK getting involved. There was more Foam getting involved here as a pinch just ended right up in the front of his car, and he will get an own goal there. And Foam has 79 points, but he might as well be at -20 with the own goal there.
Yeah, now Foam contributing to more goals. against his team than 4, unless you count that fake as an assist, you know. But either way, on the board are the Whiteout boys once again. They took a 1-0 lead last time. Knights were able to answer back eventually, and Collobir gonna look into it right here. That one's gonna head off the backboard. Can Collobir get there? Can Evan get there? Evan with a beautiful touch. That's the most perfect touch you can get in that situation, and Evan was able to find it. Now Evan looking for the shot to follow up. He couldn't find that one. Oh, and Collobir off the squishy save, able to get a high pop. Now, just NK back. Foam, look for the shot. Collobir look for the demo. Neither came through, and Marco a little overcommitted here. Maybe a little lost in the sauce. Foam with a high pop. Evan. No double. Marco's going to be there. Marco off the backboard. It's a screamer, but NK already there to answer a demo on the back end. NK got to get a good 50, but it's Foam winning that one. Off the backboard once again. Whiteout. They're being demoed. They're getting bad 50s, but still, they are surviving. Mayo now to the corner. Mayo, no touch there. Marco was ready for it, and Marco with the shot. Evan there with the save and a pre-jump. Oh, a great demo there from Marco, but Mayo keeping this ball in the Knights' half. That ball bouncing up high. Foam, kind of awkward. Still has to make a great save. NK. Now Evan. Over to the corner. Marco with a good 50, and both these teams, they're 50ing the ball well, but in the end, I feel like the Whiteout boys, they're just answering those 50s quicker. Their second man's just a little bit quicker to it. Now, can the Knights change that? Can they find a way through? Because right now, it's looking a little bit of the same recipe as game number 1 here, Chunk, and Whiteout looking to score once again, maybe. NK, your boy almost making a play there, but so far, like I said, it's been Whiteout, a lot of it. And even whenever the Knights get a chance, the Whiteout are always there to answer.
Yeah. We've seen a lot of demos come out. It's almost like they remembered, oh wait, if there's a defender there, we can remove him. But a lot more physicality here in this second game. And Knights not able to make an opportunity so far. I know they've been doing a lot of the demoing as well. They demoed last on one of those places. What a beautiful flick by Evan, though. Just find the net there. Just a lot of control here. A lot of gets it right through 2 defenders. Collobir had full boost, and I don't think you can get a flick better than that flip.
Yeah, and it's just the offense from the Knights is just so dead in the water. I feel like I just don't expect a goal ever. And this Whiteout team, they're just able to make things happen. NK, oh my goodness, it's a screamer off the bar, but he's there to read it. What a play here. Marco just. He tees it up for him, and he says, thank you very much. Wow, what a read there. And Chunk, I mean, it's a quick turnaround. They're up 3-0 halfway through this game. The Knights, they got to turn something on here. Do you think they have a shot? What can they do here, Chunk? Give them some advice. Tell them something.
Yeah, the demo comes here. They have a chance here as Marco will find the net. Caster's Curse will come out in the good demo there from Marco. NK really stuck here in an awkward situation, and Marco able to finish the shot and really set them up with the offense that they were lacking in the first half of this game. Only 3 shots before that goal, and they really got to find something in this 2-goal deficit now.
Yeah, can it happen? I don't know. I've seen them go for a lot of demos. That demo play just hasn't been working quite well enough for my liking. If I'm the Knights here, maybe look for some more infield passes, because there's a lot of solo plays and the demos, and it's just not, the recipe is not cooking. But Foam here could be, and Foam's going to get a little bit of help from Mayo. Mayo just could not get back to it. The 2 back-to-back goals here for the Knights. A good pass there from Collobir. They're right back in this thing, Chunk, and there's still 2 minutes left in the remaining. And looks like we got a little bit of a shootout on our hands.
Yeah, a lot of momentum there from that first goal. Able to catch them out very quickly, and with that kind of pressure, it is definitely possible. And another shot and a great save by NK. Kind of awkward here for the defense flip, but really good defense from both teams until that scoring flurry from both of them. But I'd like to see a little bit more defense being played here for both teams. I think it's really important for Knights to not overextend and get punished here, as you do want this game to be in a reachable distance if it comes down to 0 seconds.
Yeah, Foam able to get a save there. Marco now going to try to chase this ball. Going to try to take it up the wall. Gets a beat on one. Not a whole lot of boost still. Able to get another touch on it. No one there in the midfield for that pass as Mayo now takes up the wall. Gets demoed though. Collobir with a nice touch. Evan with the demo. But Foam in the air. 0 boost. NK just gets the bump, and the second man, Mayo, able to get a long clear. And Marco not going to... Oh, he does have a touch. Great job there from Marco. But it's still a shot on target. Oh my goodness. NK able to put that one top right.
I was
Oh
talking about
man.
NK, dude, having an offensive performance here, and 3 for 5 here. Flip as he's come up with 700 points here in the second game, really showing why Whiteout is a team to be feared here on the season.
Yeah, and NK and Mayo as well. You can't forget about the boy Mayo, but it's NK with the pass as well, and a great pass there, a good 50 from Collobir, but it's just the defense from Knights. It happened a couple times now. They just get caught not on back post. It's Chunk. Whenever you're sitting back post, you got to sit back post. You can't just start creeping forward, or you get caught flat-footed, flat-wheeled, and the ball's behind you, and it's a goal. And that happened a couple times here for the Knights. Foam. Can you make a highlight play happen? You might be down 3 goals, but you can always do something flashy. Collobir now looking for the pass over to Marco. Marco not going to be there. It's going to be Mayo instead, passing that one down to Evan. Evan not going to get the touch off the corner. Foam able to get a long clear, and Collobir's down there waiting. Collobir able to get a touch off the backboard. Marco's going to be there. NK doesn't have the touch. Marco bounce shot. Mayo's going to have the save. Collobir looking for a shot. Not a lot of boost. So it just goes towards the sidewall. Marco looking for the crazy shot of his life. And that one not going to come through. NK now looking for maybe a pass down mid. Not going to have the boost to hit that one. It's Foam. He's going to take a page out of his book and get a fake there. Mayo's going to have a shot. Foam going to take that save. Evan off the sidewall. Evan look for the double, and a great double it is, but Foam's going to be there. And Knights, once again, just not able to get it done. And Whiteout go up 2-0. A great showing here from NK specifically. You said you wanted him on the offensive end a little bit more. And, well, look at him go.
Yeah, I saw a lot of different participation from everyone in that game. You see Evan down there with 350, but I saw the Accolade 5 demos really just clearing out that field, really enabling off-ball pressure here. And Whiteout looked very dominant in that game. A lot of shots, a lot of opportunities. 5 found their way in, out shooting the opponent 12-9. Knights did have a lot of opportunities, to be fair, relative to their 2 goals, but Knights, if they gotta step up here if they want to make a difference. And I don't know what they can do. Flip. What do you think they could do?
So I think it starts with Marco. He just needs to be on a better page if it's passing the ball, which let me tell you, Marco passing the ball, foreign concept. But if he's able to get a couple passes in, I think Foam and Collobir are ready for him. It's just not clicking right now. Or if you're Foam, I think Foam's doing maybe too much right now. I see him cutting a lot. I see him going for a lot of balls. And that's how Foam plays. It's either you work around it or Foam, you adjust. But right now, I just don't think any of the Knights players are on the same page. So I don't know if it's a comms issue, but I think it's just a playstyle issue right now. So going to have to see big changes here in Game 3, and I just don't know if it's going to happen. Whiteout, on the other hand, Chunk, let me tell you, they're perfect. They don't got to do nothing. They have Mayo on their team. Marco is going to get a shot there, but Evan's going to get a beautiful save. And I think this Knights team, they might be able to take a game. But, Chunk, I think this Whiteout team, they are looking super solid so far. And already, 30 seconds in, I'm already seeing some great offense. And it says, redirect from Mayo. What is that angle? What is he doing? What's he been doing for the past 2 seasons? This man is cooking.
What an angle. Foam just back there with no boost. NK looked like he was going for a demo. Definitely made a move on the player though. And Foam just so awkward back there. And Mayo able to find the angle as well. It's a beautiful play. And it just seems like everything is clicking right now for Whiteout. And if you're Knights, you gotta find something. You gotta really find your identity here early in the season.
Yeah. Now, can it happen against a Whiteout team that I honestly thought would have been struggling against this nice team? If I look on paper, I see Marco and Foam on the same team. I'm thinking that's a pretty good roster. But right now, I'm seeing Mayo on the other side, and oh man, I can't believe my eyes. But Mayo's cooking once again, looking for a pass mid. Marco with the touch, able to get that ball saved from Evan. Marco with another touch, but nobody, and I do mean nobody, was downfield from his team to receive that ball. And it's just every touch is either just a throwaway, there's no possession, it's not a pass to a teammate, instead it's a pass to Mayo, and it's Mayo going over Marco. Oh my goodness, look at him go.
The confidence is showing. We see the what I thought was overcommitting, but just a lot of confidence here. You've got the you got a goal lead and a 2-game lead in the series, so you really can send the whole house here. Knights just not really expecting that there, and Mayo showing a great performance here.
Yeah, and now, we've seen Mayo show a great performance. His teammates as well have shown a great performance. And I just think they're a little faster right now overall than the Knights are. But I still think this Knights team is super talented and like has the dudes to make it happen. I just need to see it happen. And Marco, buddy, what are we doing? That one was really bad. Marco, I've been trying not to roast you a lot. I know you're going to watch this back. Maybe you won't. I don't know. But that one, definitely not the read there. NK, he had that read, though. And it was a great shot from NK. And like I said, the speed from Whiteout, I just think they're outpacing this Knights team. And, man, hopefully I get to continue to see this. Because I like seeing teams that I promise you, Dan did not plan this team at all, Chunk. But, I love seeing teams like this come together and make waves. And hopefully they're able to do that here. NK with a flip reset. Chunk, we've got about 3 minutes left. Knights are down 3 goals. They need about a goal a minute. If you had to tell me that they're going to score, who do you think's going to step up and be that guy for the Knights to make this comeback happen?
I would hope it would be Marco, like you were talking about earlier, the highest Salon rival. I would like to see him step up and really make a difference that is kind of promised with the salary that he has. And I just think that he needs to play with the team better and find an opportunity here to make something happen. And it will happen. And the pass off Marco is so awkward, and Collobir will find the net.
Yep, and that's a great 50 there from Marco. I know he meant to do it too. 2 minutes 20 seconds remaining, and I think Knight they can find a way. A couple disrupting touches on offense, a couple more passes, and they definitely have a formula to make it happen. Collobir with one nice touch, one on the backboard, and Foam win as well. And so Marco could not overcommit for that pass, and I just think the double commit there kind of killed that offensive attack. Collobir now. Touchdown to Marco. Marco with a heavy touch over to NK. NK straight back over to Collobir. That one's on the sidewall. Foam's going to be there. Foam not going to get the touch, but he does get a fake. Marco gets a bump. NK not going to be able to go for that one. Collobir doesn't get the shot. That one could have been a goal there. Foam missed the bump. Collobir missed the shot. All around Knights wishing they had that opportunity back, but instead it's Marco. Sam, don't worry. I'll give us an opportunity as Mayo comes in and dunks him as now Foam with a nice touch. NK on the backboard. That's not where you want to be. Foam with the pop. Oh, but Mayo does get back in time. Evan, that touch is back towards the midfield. Foam going to look for Marco, but it's instead straight towards NK. NK now towards the back wall. NK, do you have the double? Oh, what a save there from Collobir, but Mayo shot. Oh, another save from Collobir coming through. The defense holds on. Knights, you got to make this momentum count. Evan with one touch, but it's going to be NK again. NK looking for the ceiling shot double. Doesn't have it. It's off the crossbar. Evan's last man back. Marco gets a beat. Here's the counterattack opportunity. That one's off the corner. Evan with one nice touch. Foam going to be there for the shot. Oh, he tried to play it behind, but Evan still able to get the save. Collobir, that one's high. Collobir going for the double. Mayo with the save there. These players, they decided to start playing defense now, and with the 50 seconds remaining here, Chunk, Knights, they look like they have a shot, but both these teams' defenses they're playing lights out.
Yeah, a lot more opportunities. I've really seen Collobir step up on both offense and defense to get great opportunities on both, but they really need to find something here, find a strike, find an ability to strike their opponents, but I don't think they've shown quality attacks for the last 30 seconds, and you've got to show good attacks when you've got Mayo playing such great defense on the other side.
15 seconds remaining. Not even. As Foam now with a touch. That one counting down the clock. Counting down the clock to a 3-0 victory here for Whiteout. Barring a miracle from Collobir, that one gonna get saved by NK. Saving the series. Foam couldn't get another one, and Foam and the Knights go down 0-3. I thought the Knights were gonna take that one, but I am a known not ball knower, so. I'm not surprised Whiteout come in and look absolutely dominant. That one, it just wasn't close. Like there was chances, there was hope, but maybe for 5 seconds each match. That's about it. I saw a great overall performance here from Whiteout, and you know what else I saw? I saw a legend. I saw the boy. I saw Himothy back on the pitch, and Mayo he made a statement, and Chunk. It was a quick one, and I think it's due to that man's brilliance.
Yeah, 100%. I would say overall what the key to victories here were for Whiteout compared to Knights. Just a great all around team effort they had. You had Evan really showing up with demos. You had Nukey showing up on both offense and defense throughout the series, and same with Mayo. You had everyone just playing their roles when you needed to. I would assume great communication, just judged off how they were playing. Not a whole lot of mistakes made compared to a couple of misses, just early season jitters, but they made the most out of it, and I think that's why they won here tonight.
Yep, it was a very solid victory here for Whiteout, and it was a solid win to get us back on schedule. And we will be back very shortly for a 9:30 match here. And Chunk, I know you're gonna be departing me, but I will be back here at 9:30, and we will see, again, new faces here in the Nemesis Gaming League because it's the start of the season, Chuck. It's just game day one. We're going up to the oh no, sorry, we're going down to the Prospect League. I was looking at the wrong game. We got the Bandits Hypernova match coming up next, guys. You do not want to go anywhere, Chunk. Thank you so much for casting with me. It's so glad to be back in the booth, man. Oh, it's so glad to have you.
Yeah, 100%. I will let us go on to this break, though. I do believe the next game will be a good one as they are really rated closely together in that PR that DJD put out.
Yeah, and I can't wait. And we will be right back in about 15 minutes, maybe 10. Deuces.